Did you know that hippos are more dangerous than lions? In today's video, we'll be taking a closer look at these bulky mammals to find out why they are one of the world's most dangerous animals. Hi, and welcome to Animal Logic. Hippos belong to the family of herbivorous aquatic mammals known as artiodactyls. Other members of this family include cows, deer, and camels. But despite their somewhat bovine appearance, hippos are actually more closely related to whales and dolphins. And like their marine cousins, hippos are perfectly adapted for life in the water. Their nostrils, eyes, and ears are located high up on their head, allowing them to see, hear, and breathe while mostly submerged. Their limbs are short and their bodies are torpedo-shaped for streamlined swimming. And unlike most land mammals, which have 5 toes on each foot, the hippo has only 4. The 5th toe is represented by a small bump on the foot. It's probably a leftover evolutionary trait from an age when all mammals had 5 toes. The largest living member of the hippo family, the common hippopotamus, is found in freshwater habitats across sub-Saharan Africa. Common hippos usually weigh between 3,000 and 5,000 pounds and measure up to 16 feet long. It's about the size of a polar bear. Now, some people might assume that being large is why hippos are so dangerous, but there are plenty of big animals that aren't considered particularly dangerous, such as sloths and wombats. And some of the most venomous animals in the world are tiny, so size alone doesn't really explain it. But while a hippo's bulk might not seem like much of a threat, if you encounter one in the wild, you would be wise to keep your distance. In 2010, a group of researchers from Uganda set out to determine how fast a hippo could run on land. What they found was that a hippo can sprint at a speed of 19 miles per hour. At that speed, it would take less than 30 seconds for a hippo to cover a 100-meter sprint, faster than most humans and cheetahs. And unlike those animals, hippos can sustain that speed for several hundred yards. Researchers believe that hippos evolved the ability to run so fast in order to escape Nile crocodiles, which also live in similar habitats and are equally good swimmers and surprisingly fast runners themselves. But while a crocodile's top speed is around 22 miles per hour, a hippo's speed allows it to escape almost any terrestrial predator, with the possible exception of a lone human in a car. But a hippo's speed isn't the main reason that they're so dangerous. It's actually their sheer strength that makes them deadly. Hippos have been recorded pulling a full-grown human underwater with ease just to be playful. And in 2002, a researcher in Kenya named Cynthia Moss estimated that a hippo could drag a full-grown human down a river at the same speed as the current just for fun. And while hippos don't typically attack humans, when they do, they are extremely violent. On average, hippos kill about 500 people a year in Africa, mostly in Uganda, Tanzania, and the Democratic Republic of the Congo. The main reason for these attacks is territorial. Male hippos will fiercely defend their turf against anything or anyone that encroaches on it, whether it's another hippo or a human. And because hippos are generally more active at night, they are often involved in human fatalities. After people go swimming in rivers where hippos live. In fact, hippos are responsible for more fatalities in Africa than any other large animal, including humans. So what makes these massive mammals so strong? Part of it may have to do with their unusual diet. Unlike other herbivores, hippos don't use their teeth to eat plants. Instead, they swallow grass and other vegetation whole. To do this, they have to have incredibly powerful jaws and necks, which also helps them defend themselves against predators. But as far as we know, no predator has ever tried to eat a hippo, even though they congregate in groups of up to 150 individuals. And since adult hippos have no natural enemies, they have no reason to fear anything, which means they are free to roam and graze wherever they want, causing all sorts of trouble for humans who share their habitat. Now watch how fast this baby hippo can run, or check out this cool hippo yawning.